In the 1990s, an exciting time in motorsport called homologation specials appeared. This era produced powerful and extreme racing prototypes that resembled road cars. These machines tested racing rules and showcased excellent engineering. As a result, we got some of the most famous and rare supercars of that time. The FIA rules governed the creation of these special cars, which are built for racing but also made legal for road use. One standout example from this era is the Toyota GT1, also known as the TS020, which was a collaboration between Toyota Team Europe and Dallara. Toyota led the design with André de Courtans, while Dallara focused on chassis construction and wind tunnel refinement. Designed as a Japanese race car to win the 24 Hours of Le Mans race run by ACO, the GT1 was all about performance and advanced aerodynamics, pushing the limits set by FIA regulations. It competed in the GT1 class, which required race cars based on production road legal models and included storage space to fit a standard suitcase. They discovered the loophole that Mercedes-Benz had exploited. Toyota amazingly passed the rule by treating an empty fuel tank as storage in the GT1, which could fit a suitcase. Toyota also said that they had to produce at least one street legal version of the TS020, which they did, but it was never sold or driven. In total, the company built 7 units over the project's 2-year lifespan, with the first 6 built in 1998 and the last racing chassis produced in 1999, including a developmental prototype that never raced. This car is so fascinating because, while competing in the GT1 class, the TS020 was a pure Le Mans prototype disguised as a GT racer. Therefore, the car easily stood out from its competitors. Toyota designed a vehicle with a carbon fiber body, bold design, and futuristic aerodynamics to meet the requirements for a production car. The Toyota GT1 featured an upgraded R36V twin-turbo V8 engine, similar to the one used in their Group C cars, which generated 600 horsepower at 7,500 RPM with a 6-speed sequential transmission. As sports car racing transitioned from Group C to GT1 regulations, like many other manufacturers, Toyota leveraged existing technology from its Group C race cars, still adhering to FIA ACO rules. The TS020 GT1 succeeded the TS010 Group C car and was related to the successful Toyota 94 CV at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. During this time, Toyota had been trying to win the 1994 24 Hours of Le Mans, but faced a setback when they finished second due to a breakdown. This era marked the shift to GT racing, with Group C prototypes disguised as GT cars. Following 1994, the GT1 class became the norm after Group C race cars were no longer eligible at Le Mans. This change occurred due to the introduction of a new racing series, the BPR Global GT Series, which later evolved into the FIA GT Championship. In 1995 and 1996, Toyota raced in the 24 Hours of Le Mans with dedicated GT1 cars, the Toyota Supra LM and the MCA-R. A Japanese tuning and racing team called SARD built these cars. Despite both vehicles performing reasonably well, they did not match the speed of the winners, such as the McLaren F1 and the Porsche 911 GT1. 1997 marked the era when GT1 cars became more extreme, combining elements of purpose-built race cars with minimal aspects of a road car. In response, Toyota took the TS020 GT1 to a whole new level with a striking design that prioritized aerodynamics, featuring a sleek, low-slung profile with a sharp-angled nose and sculpted fenders. The TS020 GT1 made its debut during the 1998 Le Mans 24-hour race, and it proved one thing: it was fast. During the official testing period held in May 1998, 3 GT1 cars appeared on the track, achieving remarkable results by clocking in at 2nd, 5th, and 10th fastest times, easily outpacing dedicated Le Mans prototypes, which were the top category. When race week arrived, those 3 Toyotas maintained the momentum in qualifying, securing 2nd, 7th, and 8th overall positions. Only the Mercedes CLK GTR LM outperformed them in the GT class. Martin Brundle achieved second place on the podium in qualifying with the number 28 Toyota. The strongest drivers for Team Toyota were the Japanese trio, the famous Drift King Keiichi Tsuchiya, along with Yukio Katayama and Toshio Suzuki. In their class, the main threats were the Porsche 911 GT1 and the Mercedes CLK GTR, along with their Japanese rival Nissan R390. Toyota had a tough first run in the 24-hour race. Although they were performing very well at the start, all three cars encountered problems that stopped them from winning. The number 28 GT1 car crashed out halfway through the race, ending its chances of victory. While the other two Toyota cars stayed in the top 10, the number 29 encountered a gearbox failure and had to drop out after an accident. In the final hour, the number 27 car was still in the lead, and it appeared that Toyota was going to win. But nope, instead they had a flat tire, which ruined their chances of victory altogether. In the end, Toyota finished in 9th place, 25 laps behind the Porsche 911 GT1 cars that took first and second place, marking Porsche's third consecutive win at Le Mans since 1996. In 1999, Toyota returned to Le Mans with its updated GT1. Now competing in the LMGTP class known as the Grand Touring Prototype, it officially was classified a prototype. Mercedes-Benz debuted its new CLR for the same class, while Nissan and Peugeot debuted open-top prototypes for the LMP class. Porsche dropped out of the competition. Audi entered for both the GTP and LMP classes with 2 cars, while BMW remained in the LMP class since 1998. Unlike those manufacturers, Toyota did not need to redesign its GT1 extensively, as it was a dedicated prototype from the ground up. Its speed and strong potential left a lasting impression on many. Toyota qualified 3 GT1s, taking 1st, 2nd, and 8th overall positions. It was clear that they had built a strong car that could bring home their first win at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Everyone's hyped, thinking they might win. Spoiler alert, they didn't. During the race, the GT1s faced BMW and Mercedes. Toyota experienced some setbacks, such as burning through gas faster and being unable to complete as many laps per stint as BMW. Then came the cherry on top, tire punctures. You know, the track was just a nasty gravel pit thanks to other cars kicking it around over time. And guess what? The number 1 Toyota, driven by Martin Brundle, suffered an ugly flat tire right in the middle of the race and retired. Total bummer. And if that wasn't enough, the number 2 GT1, driven by Thierry Boutsen, had a high-speed tire puncture which sent him flying into a wall, effectively ending both the car and Boutsen's racing career. How is that for a bad day? The number 3 GT1 was the last car standing, while others, such as Mercedes, were experiencing a meltdown after a massive wreck. Audi lost half their fleet in the race too. In the final stretch, Yukio Katayama in the Toyota is on a roll, chasing down the BMW like he's one step away from a victory royale. He was catching BMW on the same lap, and just when the hope and excitement peaked, it all came crashing down with a high-speed tire blowout following a long crawl back to the pits for a new set of tires. After that was said and done, Toyota finished in 2nd place, 1 lap behind the winning BMW. Still, they secured the LMGTP class win, so at least it wasn't a total loss. However, it's a real bummer to see history repeat itself for Toyota, as it did in 1994 when the GT1 seemed destined for a win until bad luck intervened. But that's the spirit of Le Mans. You don't simply take the trophy, you earn it through grit and perseverance. In Japan, the GT1 raced one more time in the 1999 Fuji 1000 km event, in an endurance race organized by the ACO, which runs the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Most teams were Japanese, so many known big names from Le Mans were not there. Toyota's only competitor was Nissan, which entered the R391 prototype that did not perform well at Le Mans. Ultimately, the GT1 secured a 2nd place finish, and Nissan went on to win the race. However, Toyota winning in its class meant they could have entered the 2024 Hours of Le Mans. but the GT1 program came to an end. Cherished memories mean more than anything. Growing up, my favorite looking kind of race car was something like the Toyota GT1. It wasn't just a race car in real life. It became a superstar in both real life and video games such as Gran Turismo and Forza Motorsport. In motion, the GT1 was already famous for its fantastic design. When you see the car parked still, it looks distinctly futuristic with its large, bold fenders. That style has significantly influenced the appearance of endurance cars today. What I love most is that it changed the game by focusing on speed and aerodynamics over looks, while having an appealing design. Substance over style is key. This car represented the passion of a Japanese brand that aspired to win big. Although the GT1 never won Le Mans, it holds a special place in many hearts, even mine. That's why I include it in my YouTube logo, as it represents my passion for motorsports and the special nature of this car. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for some more that you will be interested in watching. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the very next one. Peace out and stay safe. Christheradar out.